Hello, welcome back to my channel. Our story for today is entitled The Rabbit and the Red Scarf. Once upon a time, under an old oak tree by the park, a white rabbit would often be seen nibbling grass, a little red scarf tied around its neck. The kids in the neighborhood would try to catch it, but the rabbit was too quick. It would always hop away before they could get close. One particularly harsh winter, though, the rabbit was having a hard time. It was too cold for the little rabbit to go searching for food, and so it huddled under the oak tree, shivering in the snow, hoping that spring would come quickly. A boy named Iden was walking past the park on his way home from school when he noticed the rabbit. It was small and white, but what really caught his attention was the red scarf around its neck. Slowly, carefully, Iden crouched low to the ground. He wanted to get closer to the rabbit, but it was too scared to come any nearer. So Iden took a carrot out of his pocket and held it out to the rabbit. It sniffed the carrot, then took a bite, then another bite. Before long, it had eaten the whole thing, and still, it didn't run away. Maybe because it was too cold, or maybe because it just didn't have the energy. The rabbit stayed close to where Iden was sitting, and after a while, it even hopped into his arms. Iden bundled the rabbit in his jacket and carried it home. When he got inside, he put the rabbit on the kitchen table and ran to get some water and a carrot. Then he noticed the scarf around its neck. It was frayed and dirty, and it looked like it had been mended many times before. As he watched, the rabbit lapped up the water and ate the carrot. But it never took its eyes off the scarf in Aiden's hands. Aiden's grandmother was over for dinner, and when she saw the rabbit, she rushed over to stroke it. "Oh," she said softly, looking at the scarf. "That was your sister's scarf, wasn't it?" Aiden nodded. His sister had loved playing in the park. She would take her red scarf with her and tie it around the branches of the oak tree, pretending that it was a swing. Sometimes she would even tie it around the neck of an imaginary horse. After his sister died, their mother had put the scarf away, but somehow the rabbit had found it and kept it all this time. The more Iden thought about it, the sadder he felt. He looked down at the rabbit, which was now fast asleep, curled up on the table. "Don't worry," Iden whispered. "You can stay here now. You don't have to be alone anymore." And he gave the rabbit a name, Snowdrop. From that day on, Snowdrop lived with Iden. She loved playing outside, especially in the park. Whenever Iden saw the red scarf, he didn't just see a pet. He saw a piece of his sister's love hopping right beside him. And whenever he felt sad, he remembered that just like her, Snowdrop also loved carrots, the color red, and playing by the old oak tree. And that made Iden feel a little less alone. And that's the story of the rabbit and the red scarf. If you like this story and want more, I will really appreciate if you share, like, and subscribe. See you again next time.